Sometimes active self assessment stops your mind from turning in on itself and harming you. The human mind is powerful, but it is also recursive. Left unattended, it can begin looping over its own thoughts, replaying mistakes, fears, and imagined failures until reflection becomes rumination. In that state, the mind stops investigating reality and instead feeds on itself, amplifying distress rather than resolving it. What begins as introspection can quietly turn into a closed circuit of self criticism and emotional escalation. Active self assessment interrupts that circuit. It introduces intention and structure into the act of looking inward. Instead of drifting through thoughts passively, you step back and examine them with purpose. What actually happened? What part of this is useful to learn from? What can be adjusted next time? These questions transform inward attention from a spiral into a tool. The difference is subtle but decisive. Rumination collapses the mind inward, while active assessment creates a small but crucial distance between the observer and the thought. That distance restores agency. Once the mind is observing rather than drowning in its own narrative, it can redirect energy toward understanding, learning, and forward movement. In this sense, deliberate self assessment acts like a stabilizer. It prevents introspection from becoming self destruction by giving the mind a task, a boundary, and an endpoint. Rather than allowing thoughts to devour themselves endlessly, it converts reflection into orientation, a way of recalibrating direction without losing control of the instrument. This content is brought to you by Bobby Gigs. Promote your brand here and reach a wide audience across platforms like YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook. Follow the links in the description to get started. Sometimes the simple act of pausing to assess, rather than endless replay, is enough to stop the mind from turning in on itself and causing harm. Flint West signing off.